We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Pretty well out to deep left field.
Gone.
Hilliard looks up. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him.
Ready for another chance. Frank Francis, 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is second home.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the. Frank Francis will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got. Digging in to try it again. Frank Francis, 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far, having quite the game. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at 3rd base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like, wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory.
The show's continuing. Digging in the switch hitter, Frank Francis. He went deep last night twice. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to 3rd. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Striding in once again, Frank Francis. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now from an offense.
Ready for another shot now. Frank Francis. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, high, deep shot, folks. A long home run.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another.
Digging in and looking for more, Frank Francis. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Yeah, man, this guy.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Frank Francis, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Boy, and they have not been able to.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done. But
minor league baseball. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Frank Francis. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First delivery to him on the way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francis. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. On the ground to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Francis, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got, well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's comes to an end.
Time for minor.
Coming to the plate now, Francis, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Nice.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him.
Coming to the plate now, Francis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up.
And there's one down now. Ready once again, Francis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Hilliard on the move.
2 gone.
Settling in now, Francis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Runners on the move for second. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center. 34 home runs now on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday.
Into the box, Francis. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Here comes the first pitch.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Hilliard racing back.
It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria.
A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season, and he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
And tonight's 1-run game.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Welcome to MLB The Show. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Francis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning.
At the plate, Francis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he'll pull into second with one away. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can. And
standing in, Francis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And the runner is in from second. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 7-3 ball game.
boy, this guy's having a great game here.
Francis will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Line towards center field. Number 1 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now batting, Francis. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
In this ball game, the show's continuing. At the plate, Francis. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4 for 5 effort. First offering on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Digging in for his second at-bat, Francis. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right.
Stepping into the box, Francis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing, and
and it's
man,
gone.
Way out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 37 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys. So standing in, Francis, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in 9-1 is the way this one ends. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats jumped out to an early lead in the 1st.
Minor league. So coming to the plate, Francis. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. So striding in, Francis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Under it is the center fielder. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. In now, Francis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be helped. So digging in now, Francis. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Now in the box, Francis. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. New Hampshire get the win despite time for minor league. Striding in, Francis, and there's a look at his home
better on the road than I do at home
so far this year. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Alford rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes.
Standing in, Francis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Montgomery ranging back at the track. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one. Digging in, Francis. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat. Coming to the plate now, Francis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring.
Striding in to start the ninth, Francis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 1 over to his left. 1 out.
They beat me.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't.
The game's future start. Now to the plate, Francis, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. Oh, that hit him.
Oh, I hit him. And I still got out.
Recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So stepping in, Francis, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is line to left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Rounds the corner and is headed home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Just some more of the same.
Digging in, Francis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needed one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty.
At the plate, Francis. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And that'll score the runner from second to make this a 6-2 ball game now. Coming to the plate now, Francis, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the 11-2 is the way this ball game ends. New Hampshire used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series. Forward now, Francis. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Castro has it on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3. Stepping in, Francis, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Francis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Liner in there for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Francis. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And he'll reach second now with one away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been...
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, although...
Welcome to MLB. Now at the plate, Frank Francis. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. First offering on its way. Line drive snagged on a short.
Crap.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Frank Francis, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's a base hit, their first of the game. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now. Now at the plate, Frank Francis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in there.
Now at the plate, Frank Francis. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance.
Time for minor league baseball. Number 83 will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start.
One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits.
Crazy.
He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a good job on the... Digging in now, Francis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike as he waves through
that
a
knuckle is killing me right now. God dang.
Here's the 0-1. Oh, and there's a drive.
Oh, there we go.
I
got it that time.
Pretty much forget about this one. This
Get that
is
knuckle
way
out of
here.
here. Get that knuckle out of here.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff?
Coming to the plate now, Francis. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball, stranding the rest of those.
Left field and deep. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. And a relay home, and not in time as the second run scores.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here.
Stepping in, Francis. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch on its way. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the left fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now at the plate, Francis earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another.
I know I get big money for my expert. And if you're looking for when this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point.
The game's future. Stepping up to the plate, Francis. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game.
Coming to the plate now, Francis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one.
Into the box now, Francis, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Ngope is on his way home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his.
Francis will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add.
Ready now, Francis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. And are you kidding me? Another knock. He's now 5 for 5 in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. 10-4 the final in this game. The show's continuing. Into the box now, Francis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him.
Around second, he's on his way to third.
And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Coming to the plate now, Francis. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a drive out to left center field.
Around first, he's digging for second.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets
striding into the box,
Francis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits two.
Stepping into the box, Francis. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He
took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And the runner from first comes around to score. Francis is just hit for the cycle. What a thrill for him and everybody here in attendance for that matter.
Wow, this is great, Matt. I've seen a few others besides this one, and it is
striding in and working on a terrific performance in this, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Or the cycle. Yeah, buddy. Oh,
line drive,
nice.
Fair ball down the line. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Digging in, Francis.
Right fielder, Francis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball.
Tonight game.
Coming to the plate now, Francis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
First offering on its way. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Around third and being waved on home.
The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, the beat goes on.
The right fielder, number 31.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, this ball is
It's
hammered
gone.
out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center.
The batter, right fielder, Francis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit.
The right fielder, number 31.
Here comes the first pitch.
Francis.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy, you might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done.
Time for minor league. Coming to the plate now, Francis. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And there he goes towards second. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year.
The right fielder, number 31. Francis.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The right fielder, number 31. Francis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them.
Leading off for New Hampshire, right fielder, Francis.
First offering on its way. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Francis, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
Well, talk about having a day. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win.
Ames future. Coming to the plate now, Frank Francis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles.
The right fielder, number 31, Frank Francis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Escobar going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Frank Francis.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Leading off for the Fisher Cat, right fielder.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Escobar going back at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out. 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
7